buffed Milim showcase. It's unfortunately not my Milim today. We're going to be using someone that I think's been on the channel before, but we're going to be using his Milim. But yeah, I want to see how good she is. I'm going to be using her in a few different setups today. We're going to be using her against Oldius for one, so you can kind of see her in a break nuke situation, and then we're also going to be using her as like just a regular attacker against like the Crest Palace. So this is Milim. Her first ability is going to be Fighter Spirit level 5. Heart gauge 5 up when receiving damage of 10% of your own max HP. Pretty solid. You have Ancient Demon Lore, which is her second passive. I think this is supposed to be to reduce the chance of flinching, and the less HP you have, the more damage, up to a maximum of 50%. On her skills, she's going to be increasing her own attack by 30% for 6 seconds, very strong. Her art's going to be multiplying and returning the damage to the enemy for 4 seconds, and you increase your own art gauge by 2 for 15 seconds. This is an EX type, so she can stack with all other Archgen types, because this is a self-applying Archgen. It doesn't apply to like other people, kind of similar to Goblin Slayer. Also, yes, she is a reflector, and there is some unique comps out there for reflection damage with Milim. I'm not going to show that off today. And then her true art is, of course, Dragon Buster. 44,000% fire damage magic. You increase damage by 200% during enemy break when true art is activated, and you also increase your crit rate by 100% for 15 seconds. As far as the best in slot stuff that you can be using for Milim, it does change depending on what you're doing. It's different for break nuking. It's different for just usual play. If you're in usual play, I would probably recommend a setup like this with Milim's clothes, True Exceeds X, and then like whatever for that 4-star physical. But if you're doing more nuking, of course you want a lot more like probably like Type 0 stuff that's just buffing your team's damage or your damage or reducing the enemy's physical resist or something like that. Of course, Milim is magic, so it's a little bit different. But hey man, today we're just going to be buffing the hell out of Milim's damage. Have you guys considered subscribing yet? Some of you guys may not be subscribed to this channel, and it only takes 2 seconds. You just gotta click that red button and boom, you subscribe. Of course, you can always unsubscribe whenever you want to, but why not just click subscribe, especially if you're interested in Grand Summoners at the current moment, because that way all my videos instantly go to your sub box. You can even turn on the notification bell if you're really that dedicated, instead of having to type in my name or type in Grand Summoners instantly on the search bar, because your boy OP is your one-stop shop for everything GS. And also, you can click that like button too if you want to. Alright, let's see how well we do. Of course, this is in a break nuke situation, so Milim is going to be doing tons of deeps, and she's going to be our main damage dealer here, so let's see how well we do. And oh snap, I shouldn't have did this, because he's going to faint. Oh, never mind, okay, we're good. Alright, I just didn't want him to faint, but we're going to get the damage up. Unfortunately, I don't think Milim gets anything from Forte, but as you see there, big boy damage into the break nuke. Tons of deeps from Milim. And like I said, that was her in break nuking, which she is really good in, but not required in. It's just the thing that she's very good at. But is she better than like Saitama in that regard? In terms of damage, no. But still, she hits really hard. So if you're looking for a break nuker, hey, she definitely has that cover. So we're going to show you her up against the Crest Palace now, the daily Crest Palace that's always here. Just so you can kind of see her in like a regular style of team comp. Just so you can kind of see her in like a regular team comp with like a tank, you know, 2 Archgeners and her being like the main attacker. See how she performs in this. Unfortunately, we're not going to have too many accuracy buffs, if like none at all, because I think as soon as we get that barrier down, Milim's still going to hit really hard. So here we go. Let's see how well we do. Of course, you know, we got to bring Boring Thetis just so we can clear this like with no problems whatsoever. But I don't think she's going to be bad as just a regular attacker, even though a lot of people say Milim's only good as a break nuker, which I definitely don't believe that. You could definitely get away with using Milim as like your main source of damage. Will it be the best thing all the time? Probably not. Like if you have someone like Vox already or Juno, more than likely you're going to get a lot more just from them. But of course, if you're just starting out in the game, I think Milim is actually a phenomenal attacker. So here we go against the boss. Let's see how much Milim actually hits, and Milim missed everything on it. Let's see if she hits right here, and she didn't hit again. You really do hate to see it. And you see, I still have the Ganon loadout on my freaking Thetis, dude. I didn't even take off the Ganon set. And we have no problem at all with the True Arts on this team, with the Archgen, and here we go. We have the barrier down finally. Took us longer. But let's see, we're going to pop this as well, get some damage resist up, and I don't think Milim's actually going to be able to get off her True Art in time, though, before it goes away. She might be able to. Let's see how much this does. Oh, and it went away, and she went invincible. I think that's the biggest thing about Milim, is just that she only has 1 attack, and she's very similar to Saitama, right? She really only has like 1 heavy hitting move. I think it's like hits 3 times though, like all at once though. Here we go with Dragon Buster again. Will it hit? Because if it hits, it actually breaks the barrier. Let's see. It does not hit. We're going in for another one. Let's see if we can get a break on the barrier. If we do, pretty pog, and we did not. Barrier's finally down again, and we have not done anything to the HP bar, bro. If we actually get her in the breaking state though, she's just gonna insta like nuke her. As you saw there, you know, Milim actually did some pretty good damage too. She did like 97k per hit. We'll see if I can actually get Milim into a True Art though. I don't know if we can. Let's see. If we do, this is gonna be some big boy damage right here. Let's see. How much we looking at? 153k per hit, and that's actually without like hardly any damage buffs. The only thing she had was, I think, increased damage to enemy, and I don't think she had the arch damage buffs from Mako. I think it actually won off. So that's actually pretty good for Milim. Definitely not the fastest clear whatsoever, you know, that we're doing right now, but Milim is hitting hard. All right, y'all gotta stop disrespecting her. She's pretty good. Is she the best? Absolutely not. It's almost been 5 minutes in this one fight, and we still haven't killed this fucking princess. Goodness, I think I've been spoiled by Juno though, and like anybody who has accuracy just built into their kit, because this boss is just such a joke whenever you have that. Or of course, you know, I could just brought an accuracy item, and there we go, we actually broke it. We're gonna pop our art here, and this, I think this is it. I think she's dead. Yeah, I think she's dead. She's gone. GG, and I got a 4. I'll take my level 4, man. Appreciate it, Brian, for you showing off your Milim. But as you saw there, in both situations, she's not bad. There's other units that I've used that are worse than this. She's a very strong attacker, especially just starting out, because you have a unit that can be used in nuking and also be used in just regular play, which isn't usually the case for most units in the game. Like for example, like Dark Kain. Dark Kain cannot be used in regular play. Like you may be able to use him here and there, but most of the time he's only used for nuking. Same thing with Saitama. Saitama can be used, you know, normally, but at the same time he's mostly used just for nuking. But hey man, it's been your boy OP. Thank you all for coming out. Tell me down below what you think about Milim. If you think she's bad, think she's good, whatever the case may be. Tell me if you got her too. Personally, I didn't really want her too much, so I'm not too upset that I didn't get her. Thank you all for coming out. It's been your bro OP. Thank you all so much for all the support on the channel recently. We hit so many milestones. Literally got 1,000+ likes on the Vox video I did like a week ago, which is just insane. We got over like 15,000 views on my gacha recommendation video for this year, which is also just disgusting. There's so much good stuff happening, so much support on the channel, so much love, and I really can't thank you guys enough. So hey man, I hope you guys are enjoying your Tensura collab, and I hope you guys are doing well. But hey man, it's been your bro OP. Thank you all for coming out, and last but not least, man, don't forget to drink water.